From the point of view of intelligence, all the members of the believer from the intellect, all the members of the believer's ideology are blunt, who are not of thinkers, contemplation, thinking, only the rules of the personalities of the past, in the form of recognition of the rules and traditions of the belief, in the form of recognition of the belief, faith moves forward with faith and fictional story. The clever artist capable of perfecting the story, the vicious crooks are of the nature of smart devil intelligence, because their Guru Bhave spokesperson has made him completely blind believer with fanatic thinking, who himself guides the mental balance of his own. Have been given in the hands of, whereas the spiritual master Bhave, robbing him, uses his entire life as a bonded laborer by robbing him of his trillions, and in return, after death, he is busy by giving a false assassination of liberation, which is the biggest pretense because the dead are the biggest pretense. Can't come to prove and can't go to prove it alive, and they are busy in organizing such programs. One should maintain their source of wealth. Secondly, they don't get a chance from their system to think anything else if they can achieve that goal only after dying. No. They make fools so confused that they cannot think because faith is associated with faith. Faith is associated with a simple intuitive person who, due to being associated with more time seriously, becomes part of a crowd of blind believers, fanatic supporter sheep, the ability to think and think for himself. Who is lost, who loses his temper as he clarifies his point before the other, and due to fanaticism, the fight comes to the fore, the death is answered, which is a malpractice blind faith, which is to enlarge fanaticism, the believer's religious ideology streams here. I have nothing like this till today. Without blind faith, atheists are only strong on their questions, whose answers are stunned by not being able to make it clear. The believers get stunned. The guru of the believer mentality is the spokesperson of the believer's mentality. Only devotional love meditation yoga practice is only a business in the name of faith. Faith is a business run by which fame, prestige, wealth, beg can be united. Understand that if you are not fair with yourself, then with what principle can you explain to others? How can you familiarize others with its permanent introduction, and how can you make the other fair in the form of permanent access from the body made of temporary elements? Only a simple intuitive person is pure. It happens, as long as all these qualities are maintained, then he is the best capable and capable. He does not need any other word creature. The other is limited only to serving the interests. The tendency of intellect is the tendency of every other thing in the soul itself. To establish, because vision is the main thing, in contemplation, choice, thinking, and the intellect, keeping an eye on the superiority, keeps the soul in the middle of the superiority, which is the main thing, which is in the nature of every living being. It is, to understand yourself is the best in the whole creation. Understand yourself. Without understanding yourself, there is only one business which is running, only the rules, limits and traditions in the form of recognition, to fulfill the need of every day, absolutely not a little different like each other species. There is only this, every other species is doing everything very easily, and there is only one person who gets higher education for living, even for fear, sex, even for fear, all these species without harm to nature. But a person crosses any limit to serve his entire interests. Till date, if he has not been fair with fantasies, then what will he do? If he is engaged in confirming only the things mentioned in the books of millions of years old, the texts of crores of past. It is said that if we can live now in that era, then we can never do Kabul. For that period, that belief can be correct, but now that period and beliefs have no place. Only a few people have a business run by those beliefs and tradition. Can't leave the most easy way to get fame. 1. Hide your face and make the texts of the past famous by speaking anything behind the books, from which to remain a part of the main discussion. To remain a part of the main discussion, The second wealth, there is no need to tell how far away from the permanent introduction of oneself. The one who is busy in the temporary soil is entangled in wealth. From the point of view of intelligence, all the members of the believer from the